Broadcasting live from the only establishment in town that can't kick him out, his own basement. The world according to Rocket.
One thing that did impress me about Coach Hype's comments, RE, today's second and last scrimmage before the season starts in 2 weeks, he was quite emphatic about Bazooka Joe's accuracy. And he made note of the fact that he has thrown 0 interceptions all camp. That's impressive. Hey, if you like this channel, I would appreciate it if you'd hammer that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Much appreciate that. Gather around. I'm going to paint you a picture. We've got this giant of a man, goes by the name of McCallan Castles. He's 6'5". He tips the scales at 252, and he runs out and catches passes. And he blocks, too. Believe you me, this fella is happier to strut his stuff in Neyland Stadium for his last year of eligibility than a rooster in a hen house. I ain't lying. I reckon I've never seen anybody that's quite so giddy to get down and dirty on the field. I mean, this guy's so infectious. I love him. Now, don't let his size fool you. He ain't just a brute. Man's got moves. Real grace to him. Like watching a ballet dancer. I mean, if that ballet dancer was built like a Mack truck. And hey, I've known a few ballet dancers in my time. Just ask Brenda Hillhouse out in California. That's probably too much information. Hold on to your hats, because it's just 17 short days away. Our boy McCallan and the crew are going to head down to Nashville, and they're going to play some smash mouth football with Virginia. Good luck with that, Virginia.
Gosh, how different do you feel compared to spring? Or you talked to him about still trying to figure everything out in this offense? Just how much more comfortable and confident do you feel?
Yeah, I think during the spring, put a lot of extra effort in this tight end assistant, Coach Weeks. I mean, that's like a testament to him. Me and him got together after every workout and stuff and went through all the plays, got used to the tempo. So I feel a tons more confident. Like I can play more fast and free, and I think it shows up on the practice field now. I'm not trying to figure out what I'm doing before I'm already set and ready to go, and I'm just executing better.
When you talk about learning this offense and all that, how much is it complicated by that pace that you play at?
Honestly, the offense itself, once you get it down, is not super hard to do, but it's that pace that you have to be able to look at the sideline and know what you have to do right then and there. And once it clicks, it's definitely a lot easier. Like you see Jacob, who's been doing it for years, he's like locked in, ready to go. Where you see like the young guys, they're kind of still thinking about it. But like Ethan, you can tell, I think me and Ethan have had like almost the same transition where it's like we've kind of gone through that awkward phase where you're trying to figure out what you got to do, but now he's lined up and he's ready to go. And I'm lined up, and you can tell on the practice field we play a lot faster and more free and have been more efficient in the plays.
How familiar were you with what Princeton Fayette did last year, and do you see yourself having to fit in that role, or is that just sort of a starting point?
Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with what Princeton did, and he's obviously super versatile. I think I can be versatile in my own way. Definitely not similar to Princeton. He's a different athlete compared to me, but I'm just kind of here to do whatever they need me to do, whether it's play, obviously, spit reps at tight end, which is what I want to do. But if I had to play punt shield or play field goal, like I just want to do whatever's going to make the team win.
Give us a breakdown as a teammate, someone else that's learning on the fly early on with Ethan Davis and what you see in his potential.
Yeah, obviously, he's a dude who hasn't played a whole lot of tight end, hand in the dirt. So the blocking concepts and stuff has been his struggle to learn, but he's been putting in the extra work, and you can tell he's gotten a lot better. And he's way more willing to ask questions. Since when he first got here, you always are timid when you come in as a freshman, and now it's like he's ready to ask questions. He's always asking me and Jacob what to do, and now he kind of understands it, and he's kind of bringing Emmanuel along a little bit with him too.
Coach Aikman always says that Jacob Warren is kind of like a second coach to the tight ends room. How much have you seen him kind of embrace coaching you guys as well?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Jacob is he's so dialed in. It's after every rack, you'll see Jacob. If he's not in, he's running up and he's like, what'd you see here? What'd you do here? And he'll correct the looks. And he also looks for that coaching feedback from other guys, but like when he's so dialed in, and it's like having 3 coaches on the field, because we have Aves and then we have Weeks and Jacob, and it's just you get 3 eyes on every play. So when we break down film, it's like you're basically he'll show his option, and then Aves will give another option, and it's just like it's like basically having 3 coaches all the time.
Obviously, great offense that you're coming into this year and looking for that standard again. But what excites you about this year's group and this year's offense that you'll be a part of?
I think it's just everybody's ready to reload. We've got guys at every position coming in that can play, and you can just see it on the practice field every day. We're getting better and more explosive against our own defense, and once we get against another or against like Virginia or somebody, it's going to come to fruition. And I think we're just going to keep going 1 week at a time and just steamrolling through.
What's it like to come into a program as a new guy, but on the flip side, be a guy that the younger players are still looking at as a veteran in terms of your experience?
Like obviously in the spring, I was trying to learn, and Ethan's asking me questions, and I go, oh man, I don't know. And then now that I'm more situated, I definitely try to bring him along. Obviously, I'm still learning a lot of the offense, so I have to kind of ease off on the coaching aspect, but I try to bring him along on the basic stuff that he can work on, just like footwork and stuff that I've been doing for 6 years now. So it's like I can always help him on the basics, and then the big picture, it's always nice. I can always have Jacob come over and teach him up.
McCallan, I guess how excited are you to get into Neyland Stadium tomorrow and scrimmage and just for the tight end room? What do you think objective number 1 is tomorrow in terms of accomplishing?
Yeah, obviously I'm super excited to go and play at Neyland every time. Biggest stadium I've ever played in my life. But I think as a group, our like goal is to have no MAs and execute at a high level. And then a step further than that is just finishing out plays, staying connected all the way through past the whistle, and just make plays when they come our way. Because obviously at tight end, you're not going to be the number 1 option all the time, but when you get the ball, you're expected to catch it.
South Doyle head coach Paul Shelton speaks highly of you. How much do you guys still keep in contact, and what are the conversations like?
Oh, I still probably text him every other day. He was basically like a secondary dad out here for me when I first got here, and he's seen me completely develop when I first started playing for him at Davis to now is night and day difference, and I like atone a lot of my attitude to him, and he's like a great dude, good transition guy, and he's always asking me about questions of offense though, and I can't tell him anything. Which
I think Coach Hawley said you put on 15 pounds. Was that between spring and the summer? Were you expecting to have to get a little bit bigger? Is that by design? How did that process go?
Yeah, they asked me to put on a little bit more weight. Obviously, when I first got here, I was coming off an injury, so I hadn't really been. Was like 235. Got a little bit up before spring started. If you're in the SEC, it's probably better to be a little bit heavier to block guys that are pretty big and athletic. And I think that's just the support staff here is like the nutrition's crazy. At Davis, I didn't get meals here. I get 3 meals a day, so it was no problem to put on the weight. And it's the way our strength and conditioning guys are. I put it on comfortably and kept my speed, so it's super nice.
I realize when you guys scrimmage, you'll learn more, but are there any defensive players that you've gone up against in team setting that maybe have impressed you or stood out so far?
Oh, man, I got to shout out Aaron Carter, man. That dude fills holes fast, and he is going to lace you in the hole. I've never seen a dude come in so ready to play from a young guy's standpoint. And then the other guys, Aaron Beasley and Keenan Peely, that's like as veteran as you can get at linebacker. They don't do anything wrong. They're always there and make plays. Super solid. And then Tank, man, Jalen McCullough, he's just like, he is so solid. Special teams and everything he does, super sound technique, and he's always like high energy, ready to coach everybody up.
As always, thank you for watching. I have fun getting to know these players. I hope you do as well. I'll see you in the next video. Go Big Orange.